One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. That's caught, it's Roberts. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. The short hands, it's Martin. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. I wonder a lot of times why teams don't run this route more often. It's an impossible matchup for the defense.
Yeah, linebacker on running back. I'm going to lose that matchup a lot, but a nice job by the running back selling to the flats just enough to get that inside space to open up, make the catch, and start getting down the field.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll run it from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. BYU with the first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ryan. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with second and 11. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Gets it out quickly. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Jackson gonna throw it. Got a man. It's Hughes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth, and they already got him back on their heels.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slams ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Touchdown, Knights! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
On the run, it's Martin. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Rides to back and leaves it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Buckmeyer. Got his man on the right. There's a live football. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, UCF. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point is good.
UCF 21, BYU 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The give on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Find some fresh air. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. It's complete on the right side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Ryan. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Fires into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3.
Field goal.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Grab near the marker, it's Ryan. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. On target. Turning it off. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, BYU. A great catch and run for 6.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hughes. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
This one's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wade. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
It's second down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jackson will throw. Going to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play, just couldn't secure the catch.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Catch in the middle. It's Nixon. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them, and they were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Jackson gonna throw it. He's gonna take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Snagged in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Oh, he's got some space. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches. first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Plucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is on.
Breaks into the open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up. Who makes the winning plays to take home that W? And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll go to the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The Knights decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass. But how about saving your best for when it matters most, late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. It's complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
3rd down following the sack by the D. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field. cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And that is a back-breaker.
It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the back. It's complete to the right. Lowers those pads. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, BYU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
UCF 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The lone back's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Jackson will throw. Rush is on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Nixon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.